What you doing, nerds? I am the AC. I'm going to talk about the show Dash and Lily. It's an 8-episode series on Netflix that came out on November 10th, 2020. It's based off the book, Dash and Lily's Book of Dares. Now, this is not typically the type of show I would make a video about, but for some reason I watched it and I enjoyed it. Just scrolling through Netflix, see what new was out. I had some hours to just waste, and I saw this. It was short, only 8 episodes. That's a few hours at most. But I guess the reason I watched it, I don't know. I saw stuff about books. I saw Christmas stuff, which I'm not a huge fan of Christmas movies and stuff. After living in Hawaii for a few years, I kind of miss snow, winter, cold, all that. Yeah. The other reason is because I recognized the actor for Dash from somewhere, and I just couldn't place it until after I finished the show. He's that thick kid from Walking Dead that shoots Carl in the eye. But whatever. I like him better in this show than I did in The Walking Dead. But yeah, no, I watched it, took a little over 2 hours, and I actually really enjoyed it. It was actually pretty good. And it's not like it's a big waste of time. Really, this show should have been a movie. It could have easily been a movie. It's like a little over 2 hours, maybe almost 3 hours. But for some reason, people don't like long movies. If it's over an hour and a half long, they feel like it's too long. I don't know why people want short movies. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't think all movies should be getting near 3 hours long. No movie should be less than 2 hours long, but I'm not talking about movies. I'm talking about the show. I can see why they did the show. The way they broke up the episodes works as a series, but you could have also put it all into one movie. It would make more sense. Also, because the book is part of a trilogy, so if they wanted to do extra seasons, they could have. But it's not like there's not other Netflix shows that do this. What is it called? I'll put it up somewhere. That series that I'm trying to think of, it's also based off books, and it's doing movies instead of series. But hey, I guess they're mixing it up. I don't know. So, the story of this series, though, is nothing special. I mean, it's pretty much 2 high school kids are just writing a book, leaving it in places, and then just communicating through that. And then eventually they start falling for each other. It's a romance is there. It's cheesy, but it's like nothing, whatever. I'm an adult, so I don't care about kids falling in love. But there is enough enjoyable moments throughout that actually gave me consistent chuckles. The comedy part of it actually is, it's not over the top, but it's pretty fun. It's a lot of cool stuff going on. Like there's a underground Hanukkah Jewish rock punk concert going on. That was just cool. So there's enough of those little kind of silly things and just kind of enjoyable fun parts of the series to make it worth watching. Like I said, it's only 8 episodes, so hey, if that's not even enough for you, it's not a waste of time. It's like a long movie. But no, I really got into it with the first episode. It just starts with Dash looking through this bookstore, which, oh man, I miss bookstores and libraries, being able to just go and hang out in them. So that's another reason I kind of really enjoy this, is it revolves around people that just really like books. But the first episode is pretty much just him on a scavenger hunt through this place, just looking for clues and figuring out what Lily wrote in this book so he can figure out what to do next, see what it's all about. And then from that point, he starts to already really like her just with words. And that's so great that it's just with words. And it gets ruined almost right away, because then we go to see Lily and find out most of it wasn't even written by her, it was written by her brother. Which I'm sure her brother knows enough about her and knows what she likes to, like, whatever he wrote in it is not really, like, not her. Also, it's like, it kind of ruins that whole sense of, yeah, okay. It's like, at this point, would it be better just for him to start liking the brother? I don't know. It's a funny thing. It kind of ruins the whole magic of the moment, though. But hey, it still works out in the end. They still go pass it back and forth, and from that point, it's just the two of them. No interference from any other brothers. But yeah, they try to keep the whole thing just between them. Try to keep it more on the download for themselves. They tell each other a lot without telling each other too much about themselves. So yes, they get a whole lot more personality than life. Lily doesn't even learn Dash's name for most of it. Lily even meets Dash's friend and still keeps it between them. So yeah, it's kind of whatever. It's kind of purposely set up to, you know, we know where it's going to go and how it's going to end. So it really relies on the comedy parts of this show. Like I said, the story isn't really that exceptional, but it's enjoyable and it's nice. It's a nice story overall anyways. I mean, Dash is like part of this rich group of people that he knows. He has one friend who, and the rest are more just like people we put up with, but they're all well off. Lily also seems to come off from well off, maybe not as much as Dash, but she's actually is lonely. She doesn't seem to have any friends that you say like she's an old soul because she hangs out with people older than her, which is kind of weird, but whatever. So they're both kind of lonely, even though Dash is surrounding people, and Lily tries to make it so it's nice that they do get together. The big thing for him though is Dash doesn't like Christmas and Lily loves it. I'm more on Dash's side. I don't really care much for it, but hey, whatever. Now the characters themselves, they don't change that much though. Like yeah, Dash becomes more tolerable with Christmas. He never really expresses any like thing that he likes Christmas now, but he seems to tolerate it. And then Lily, she doesn't really change either, except for being more comfortable with herself, she's already kind of outgoing, but she's, I don't know, putting herself out more. But like, there's no significant change in character in just this series, besides them just being more comfortable with themselves and then meeting each other. Yeah, pretty much. Now, I also felt like this could have been like more for early college. We see a lot of shows, movies like this, where it's high school drama, high school romance, all that kind of stuff. The things that happens in the show, the silliness, the comedy, it fits a lot better with like a young college age students. Like, that would have been a cooler thing. It would have been nice, but then I guess the audience they're going for is whatever. And if it's part of the books, whatever too. Because, you know, if there's a trilogy, there's more books. They will eventually get in college, so that will carry on through there. But it seems like all the settings always take place near the end of high school. It's just kind of tiresome. They could have done like the beginning of college. I don't know. Whatever. It's still enjoyable anyways. But that's pretty much it. I mean, there's other things like her whole brother's romance was at the beginning, which I was actually more into on the romance side of that until that got ruined. And then like the whole family drama with Lily. But it's all kind of just stereotypical stuff that always happens. So what I'm saying is, it's an 8-episode series. It's short. It's enjoyable. It's the typical romance that you would see in these kind of stories. So if you like that, you'll love this. But also the comedy is enough. The enjoyable fun parts of it is enough to also make anyone else enjoy the show. So if you are into that kind of stuff, go ahead and check this show out too. It's on Netflix. It's brand new at the time of recording this video. So hey, go ahead and get on that if you will. So that's all I have to really say about it, but let me know what you think about it. If you liked it, if you plan on watching it, if you just don't care about it at all, whatever you think, go ahead and tell me. And if you like what I have to say about it, go ahead and like the video. If you want to see me talk more about other movies, shows, other stuff I watch, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. You can see when I do all that. But until next time, I'm the AC. Thank you for watching, and bye.